Now, York Regional Police have set up a command post in Vaughan as they search for a missing 52-year-old man. Sundarlingham Perry Athenby was last seen leaving a home in the area of Steeles and Saintfield Drive, just west of Martin Grove, around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. He's described as having a large build and stands around 5'3". Police say he was last seen wearing a green, white, and black striped sweater with beige pants and black boots. This is a live look at the York Police command post set up in the area of Martin Grove and Steeles. Officers tell City News they've been searching wooded parks in the area, and they say they're concerned for his safety. Stay with us this morning as we continue to follow new developments. The countdown to a province-wide lockdown is on as Ontario reports over 2,000 new cases of COVID-19 for an 8th straight day. Provincial health officials confirmed 2,202 new cases of the virus yesterday and 21 new deaths. Most of the new cases continue to come from Toronto, reporting 636 infections. Peel Region adding 504 and York Region with 218. Now, the province says 45,265 tests were processed in the last 24-hour period. Now, this comes just days before the entire province enters the gray zone, with new rules taking effect first thing Saturday morning. But frontline healthcare workers, they're still concerned that these last few days before the province-wide lockdown could have some major impacts.
I was really surprised and disappointed that he delayed it until December 26th. The modeling data is clear that every day that we delay increases transmission and the number of total cases we have, which means that more people will die. The trajectory is really concerning. And most of those cases are concentrated in the Greater Toronto area. Those hospitals are under extreme stress. The nursing staff are burnt out. And I'm concerned that we're going to have to limit access to non-COVID related care in a significant way.
Dr. Warner says if the province wants to take health and safety seriously, they need to implement the lockdown right away. He says some hospitals are now at the breaking point, with nurses being redeployed to the ICU, and some procedures are already being canceled. Coming up on Breakfast Television, we've got some more feedback on this. The latest on the upcoming lockdowns from Dr. Isaac Bogosh, infectious disease expert and member of the province's vaccine task force. He'll join us live this morning at 7:30. You want to stick around for that. Meantime, the Ford government is trying to ease some of the financial burdens for those not working during the lockdown. The province says it will cut hydro prices to off-peak rates for 28 days. That's starting January 1st. The reduction will automatically be credited on your bill, and an extra $200 is being provided to families with high school students aged 13 through to grade 12. That's to help offset expenses as lessons move online for the first week of January. As Canada halts flights from the UK over fears of spreading a more transmissible strain of COVID, the country's top doctor says so far that strain hasn't showed up within our borders.
What we can say is that at this point in time, we have not detected this mutation. We're still looking, and we're still going to be doing more testing and sequencing in the days to come. But it wouldn't surprise me that this variant is in many different countries.
But Dr. Theresa Tam says they will be tracking the issue closely. Some 300 or so passengers, by the way, who were in the air when Canadian officials decided to halt all UK flights, they're in quarantine, and testing is now being done to ensure that any vaccinations will also be effective in fighting this more COVID-aggressive strain. Now, Premier Doug Ford wants Ottawa to step up border restrictions to stop COVID from spreading. An anonymous Pearson employee told City News it's getting busier at the airport, and he's concerned.
You wouldn't even know there's a pandemic. There's so many passengers it would look like a regular day at Toronto Pearson. We're seeing full stanchions at the airport. We're seeing passenger wait times, and we're seeing an influx at our counters and at security as well.
Obviously, we're trying to protect their identity there. Now, we are expecting to hear from the Prime Minister on the latest on COVID-19. That's at 1 o'clock this afternoon, live from Ottawa, and you could watch it live on our website, citynews.ca. The holidays can be a lonely time for so many, and this year, staying connected with friends and family can be even more challenging. At 7:40, some tips on how to combat holiday loneliness during the lockdown. Plus, as we mentioned earlier, Dr. Isaac Bogosh joining us at 7:30 to discuss the latest on COVID-19. And plenty more coming your way as well. Tesla's CEO says he offered to sell his car company to Apple. 680's Chris McCusker ahead on how Elon Musk's sales pitch went.